Hello, Mr. Niren here. So I thought I was going to preview my mods for the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind game from 2002, I believe. Role-playing game. Okay, so I have a bunch of mods installed since a while ago, like more than a year ago. I have never made a video on my mods. I did one for Torchlight, this game, but I never did one for Morrowind. Okay, so Morrowind have advanced persuasion. This mod adds the ability to bribe guards to let you go with all your stolen goods and to apologize to NPCs whom you may have offended, as well as being able to ask them or threaten them for money. Okay. When threatening a non-playable character, the amount of gold and the chance of success depends on your strength. This will conflict with any mods that alter the you violated the law reading. Okay. That's one of the mods. Then we have the Arctvend English cutscenes. English versions of the two cutscenes with text for TC Arctvend. Okay. Don't really know what that is. Okay. Some cutscenes that were in a different language. Belmora Wall House. Has a smallish house to Belmora built in the wall near the Silt Strider, compatible with Belmora expansion. Okay. Better Blood Morrowind. Replacement of the blood texture from Morrowind. Okay, so some better blood textures. Right. Better dialogue font. High resolution replacer for Morrowind's Magic Cards font, used in most of the UI menus, dialogue and journal user interface. Okay. Better governing attributes. Changes which attributes are the governing attributes for certain skills. Blood Moon better bookshelves. Easier to organize your books. Okay. Blood Moon region fix. Some regions do not have certain weather conditions, but this will fix that. Okay. I've installed so many mods that I don't remember everyone of the mods. I don't remember all of them, so we need to check. Bloodwind. For many years, the ominous Bloodwind fort has been left untouched and forgotten. Evil is brewing in darker depths. Don't stray too far, or your fate will unwind before your eyes. Lost one. Okay. Another region. Then we have Botanist's Retreat. Whose apartment and alchemy laboratory to the Vivek Foreign Quarter, Canton Plaza. Okay, so another region. Cliff Racer frequency fix. Increase the Cliff Racer frequency by 48%. Only affect Cliff Racers random encounters. Okay, so we're decreasing certain encounters. Correspondences of Morrowind. Adds new reading content to your game by placing around 190 new documents around. Okay. Daedric key replacer. Gives the glowing Daedric key a new model and icon. Okay. Diablo 2 inspired magic and uniques. Adds over 400 new weapons and armor to level drop lists. Okay. Diablo 2 inspired magic and unique items. Okay. Enchanting scrolls. Has different tier papers for enchanting self-made scrolls. Firefly bugs that use fire spells. Okay. It's a new bug enemies. Hide the sugar, hide the scoma. Auto hides your scoma or moon sugar when trying to barter with NPCs who don't want any trouble. Okay. Immersive Madness, a quest mod, makes Sheogurat cultists a joinable faction. We can join another faction. Okay. Winner of 2017's Mad Marathon, I believe. Yeah, Morrowind Marathon. Okay. Improved Magicka and Alchemy Plus. Many spells always succeed. All the ingredients have 4 effects and the Grandmaster objects last forever. Okay. More useful spears. This mod makes all spears and halberds more effective and worthy weapons to bring into battle. Now includes pikes. Okay. Morrowind better bookshelves. Easier to organize your books. Morrowind city map markers. Makes map markers visible to make it more like Skyrim. Okay. Morrowind content restoration. Stores a lot of content cut from the final game. Morrowind kitchen set. Just a few items that I think are missing from the kitchens of Morrowind. Morrowind more inns. Not every town has a place to sleep, but this mod makes it so that every town has a place to sleep. Okay. Morrowind region fix. Some regions do not have certain weather conditions, but this will fix that. We already checked that one, I believe. Okay, Mountains of Mournhold. This mod adds a mountainous landscape behind the walls of Mournhold. Okay. Mummified, Dunmer, unbandaged. Okay. Adds random Dunmer mummies like the ones in the caverns of the Incarnate to the urns in the tombs across Voddenfell. Yeah. Natural healing, Morrowind. This mod lets you slowly regenerate health. The more you're damaged, the slower you regenerate, the less. This mod lets you slowly regenerate health. Sorry. A little off speaking now. Okay. This mod lets you slowly regenerate health. The more you are damaged, the slower you regenerate health. The less you're damaged, the faster you regenerate. Okay. The more you are damaged, the slower you regenerate health. The less you're damaged, the faster. Okay. Nordic House, ESM. Nordhaus mod. The Nordhaus is a pretty subterranean cottage consisting of 3 layers, main armor and the lower section. Look at the north side of the cliffs east of Valmora. This house is located to the northeast of Valmora. Okay. Features everything anyone could need during the game. They have pathy shoes. Okay, so another house for the player to use. Portable campfire. Portable campfire for immersion with robust scripts to prevent misuse. Okay. Redden Vault extended. This is an extended version of the Redden Vault. All it does is add more rooms with more treasure and of course more guards. Okay. Reinforced Redderan. Walls around Aldrun, Aldveloti and Margan are no longer in ruins. Also a third guard tower is added. Okay. Right. Some new areas. Or improved areas. Repair tools. This is a high resolution texture replacer for all the armorers, hammers and repair prongs in Morrowind. Slave bracer damage magicka. Simple mod that changes slave bracer enchantment from drain to damage magicka because this have more sense. Slave bracer constant drop magicka to 0 now. Smart crosshair. Adds new features to the crosshair like third person view compatibility. Ownership indication and how to hide. Okay, so better mouse pretty much. Okay, Solstheim abandoned shack. Adds a new house, modifies the area outside of the initial entrance to Solstheim. Keep this in mind when troubleshooting. Abandoned house, armor and weapons. Okay. Speechcraft rebalance. This mod rebalances a few speechcraft parameters to make it generally less frustrating. It improves the abilities to convince people with speech, I believe. Splash screen add-on. Adds Bethesda-style splash screens for Tribunal and Blood Moon. Also has a few more Morrowind splash screens. Okay, so loading screens. The doors, Alrune. This mod adds some city doors to the city of Alrune and complete city walls around it. These doors are closed during the night and open in the morning. Wall is slightly inclined according to the terrain, so it seems more continuous. Okay. The doors, Caldera. This mod adds some city doors to the city of Caldera and a few walls around it. It's the same mod but in a different area. The mills of Morrowind. Adds 2 lumber mills to Wardenfell. One at the end of the Udai River and one on the banks of the Nubia in Mulag Amur. Okay. It's a new like lumber mills. Okay. Undead. Adds 300 plus new undead enemies to the leveled lists of Wardenfell, Solstheim and the Mournhold Sewers actually. Okay. Every creature has its own unique mesh. Thanks to the amazing power of Nifscope, the new undead will appear in the appropriate tombs, caves, dungeons, and so many exterior cells after dark. Okay. Adds 300 new undead enemies to the level lists of Wardenfell, Solstheim, and the Mournhold Sewers. So new enemies. House. This house, small coastal house in Peligiad, is another area. Player can use as his house. It's a role-playing game. So. Tribunal, buy a house. Buy a house in Mournhold, just like in Oblivion. Okay. UI simply retexture. Texture as many may look okay, but for me I prefer solid colors more. Cleaned up the inside borders, including equip gear, divider, hood borders, inventory, and HUD buttons. Okay, barter and scrolling elements with a solid color. New graphic texture for the header, and new inventory buttons. Okay. It's improved user interface. Ultimate icon replacer. Replaces all Morrowind objects / inventory icons with better icons. Okay. Vampire embrace. Embrace non-playable characters, converting them into vampires who can follow and fight for you. Alright. You can get vampires like these to follow us in the game and fight for us. Okay. So embrace non-playable characters, converting them into vampires who can follow and fight for you. 3 different ways you can embrace people. 1. Convince non-playable characters to accept the embrace through dialogue and getting them addicted to giving you blood. 2. Take them by force through combat using the vampire bite combat mode. 3. Take too much blood while using the blood drinking topic. Okay. Then we have Vanheim. This mod adds several Nordic medium-sized islands at the northeast of Solstheim, so new areas. Okay. And then we have Von Slave Market. fun slave market. This is an add-on for obligatory slavery mod that adds a large slave market near Voss and Tel Voss. It also includes... let's see here, you can read here instead. Slave mod version 1.5 removes the dependency of Wesley's head pack. That's a number of command spells which will allow you to command your slaves to do things like follow you, wait for you, wander, and die. This is useful for commanding multiple slaves at once, or if you just think yourself above communication with a being as low as a slave. Okay. Ever been running around with your slaves and some of them get killed and you're frustrated by the limited number of slaves you can have? Very no more. This mod adds over 150 slaves of all races and genders. They are all located at the Fon slave market near Voss and Tel Voss. Look for the Veluti Tower. Over 50 of the slaves are combat slaves, which are level 15, can carry usually double what a normal slave can. Probably 60 of them at once could kill Vivek. Okay, so you can have different types of slaves, and the combat slaves are the only ones that are good for fighting. Wolf helmet replacer replaces the wolf and snow wolf helmets with a ferocious wolf head and gaping jaws. With gaping jaws, okay. Wraith Reaver. Get another type of sword, okay. Zips furniture store. This mod will allow you to buy furniture, miscellaneous items from a newly added shop and drop them wherever you like. Okay. And that's all of the mods. However, I have some more mods, I believe, added that weren't from this tool, and I believe they affect followers. You can speak to anyone and have them join you as a follower. It's similar to the slave function of the Fon slave market, but they are not slaves, they are companions or followers, and you can do it to any character in the game. So you can have any character in the game can follow you. And unlike slaves, they are not worthless. You can have soldiers join you and such. So the slaves, they are pretty much worthless. The combat slaves are better than the others, but still not very good. Yeah, the difference is that when you can hire anyone as a companion or make anyone follow you for free by just using the command follow me, then I believe that they are they're better than the slaves and such. But you have the same commands as with the slaves. Okay. They just do not count as slaves, so they do not have I believe the slaves they believe can be freed and such from slavery. Well, other followers cannot be freed because they are not slaves, but you can still pretty much have them do the same things, you know, follow and attack and such. It's cool. You can have can recruit soldiers to follow you, and then you can have them attack anyone and such. Pretty nice. Okay, so these are the mods I'm using. You have to excuse me for my poor English speaking ability today. I'm a Swedish guy. And I've been up for quite a bit today. Haven't really slept, so that's why I'm a little bit off. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.